Hey guys, welcome to this 100% tutorial video. This is going to be the ballroom. This is a pretty difficult room to do quickly. There's some pretty challenging strats, so I'm going to kind of just go through what they are and kind of how I do them. So if you don't recall, the ballroom is this room. So in this room there are a bunch of demented carnival games, and there's like this roller coaster over like here. So we'll go down. There's a fight here. In 100% we have to do it. In glitchless you wouldn't, but you would do kind of some similar glides in glitchless, but here this is for 100%, so let's just do the fight. Alright, so and then what happens is this gate's going to open. What we want to do is, there's like a platform up there that we want to grapple to. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to throw some batarangs at these buttons, and then we're supposed to remote claw the consequent thing there, and then we're supposed to then grapple up and glide to the platform, and then we're supposed to explosive gel the wall. So we're going to skip that and just glide to that platform over there. We're going to do a very recurring theme, which is to grapple boost off of this and hug this chandelier. And then we're going to do a dive bomb and then glide on over. We want to make sure there's like this wooden platform here. We want to make sure to avoid that. So here we'll do that, and we'll. So if we don't avoid it, that's what happens. So glide a little bit more to the right, so that you can avoid that. And then you can do that. In 100% we have the cryptographic range amplifier, so we can actually literally just hack this from right here. In English this is knock knock. And after you hack it, you can actually fall down immediately. That saves a little bit of time because you can then walk to over here. The reason why we did all of this is specifically just for this data pack. So if you are in a category that doesn't require this data pack, you don't really need to do this. Now what we're supposed to do is climb. We're supposed to climb up here, do a couple things. There's a couple carnival games, and there's a fight that we do. And we are supposed to end up on kind of the other side of this wall over here. So what we're going to do is skip all of that. It saves quite a bit of time. What we're going to do is glide on over this wall. The way we're going to do this is with a very precise glide. We're going to do the same thing where we grapple boost onto the chandelier and hug it. Then we're going to want to dive bomb, not too much. If you dive bomb too much, you'll hit the ground. But you also don't want to dive bomb too little, because if you dive bomb too little, you won't have enough height to get over the wall. And actually, in 100%, we don't actually want to necessarily go over the wall. We want to get onto this platform that's right next to the wall, which is still over the wall. And it's kind of the same exact idea. In glitchless, you'd want to get over the wall. But basically, so the way I do this is when I do the glide, so obviously hug here, I keep the camera pointed up, and then dive for, I think it's maybe like 3/4 of a second or something, maybe less. Or half a second, something like that. But so here I'm diving too much. But also aim kind of to the left when you're doing the dive bomb. That way you have enough space in order to gain height to go over the wall. So I like to aim when I'm gliding. I like to aim around this area. So let's try it again. Oops. Looks like that. So in 100%, we would glide here. You can also glide over the wall if you want. But we're here just to get this data pack. So the nice thing about that glide is you can just continue doing that indefinitely. So we'll get this data pack. For this data pack, you're supposed to slide under here and get it, but what you can do is actually, if you crouch and then quick fire the bat claw, you'll get it. And now we're going to do the next part of this room, which is we need to get up there. What you're supposed to do is if you had gone here the intended way, there'd be a fight here. So what you would normally do is do that fight, and then you'd be able to grapple up there, which would let you unlock this jack-in-the-box here, which you could then remote claw in order to create a wire there, and then you would be able to walk across the wire. We can't do that right now because basically the jack-in-the-box isn't open. And when you grapple onto that wire, you trigger an objective that's worth 30,000 XP, and we want that as well. So we want to make sure that when we do this, when we get over there, we actually trigger the objective somehow. So the first thing you do is grapple to the right side of this, and we're going to hit an invisible wall right here, and then we're going to just bounce off of it and we'll land up here. If you don't grapple to the right of it, you won't actually hit that invisible wall, usually. That time it actually worked. That's an interesting idea, but it's just much easier to do it this way. And so now what we want to do is we want to glide on over to the objective over there. So what we're going to do is do a slight dive. We're going to do a dive bomb and try to make sure we get enough height to get up there. This glide is also pretty hard. And also we're going to want to try to trigger the objective. So the objective is kind of like to the right of this roller coaster. So that's kind of how it works ideally. I didn't actually trigger the objective. If you don't trigger the objective, you can actually just glide here and it'll trigger the objective, and then Batman will actually grapple automatically back. It's also possible you can land on this sign. What you can do in this case is you can just run forward and then you'll actually climb up. Sometimes you might not think you're going to climb up, but you will. So just trust that you'll climb up if you land on that sign. The other thing is that if you're too low, so this game won't easily let you go back. But if you're too low, it's possible to land like in there. If you land in there, I don't think you can recover. I think you have to reload from checkpoint, which is very unfortunate. Anyway, so that is the Ballroom in 100%. And you also do kind of a similar thing in Glitchless as well. So hope you guys learned something, and have a great day.